much of a bass.
Woo!
I told you it's powerful.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the power of this man's bass. This is Earl on the Max Proud channel. And we have Thunder Thumbs in. Mr. Bertram, how you doing?
Hey, what's happening, man?
How you feeling? And this is
good,
his
man.
lovely wife.
Hi.
How you doing? Say a name for everybody.
My name is Anita Herbert.
All right.
And I'm part of Thunder Thumbs Production.
No, she's more than part of it. She is it.
Beautiful lady. Just had a great conversation with her, and these people are each other's rock, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah.
Right. We have to.
Mr. Bertram Herbert, Thunder Thumbs, what's going on, man?
There you go. Yeah, now it sounds good.
How you feel
Hey,
today?
what's happening, man?
How you feel today?
I feel blessed, man. I'm blessed, man. I thank God I'm here with you, and your show is one of the best shows that I always look at your shows, and I say, man, I gotta get with this guy. And then I met you at the Guitar Center.
You say show, man. It sounds so weird, man. It's just YouTube. But, you know, people like it, and I so appreciate it, man. And we met via this, and, man, this is a good man and a good conversationalist. And what can I say, man? It's a privilege to have you here.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a great privilege to be here, man.
Right. Okay, well, let's talk about bass. Let's talk about these two basses of yours. What's going on, man?
Well, this one bass right here, let me turn it around. I'm going to do his thing, y'all. And then on the back is custom made. These are custom made basses. And a lot of people are trying to get the sound of Marcus Miller or Victor Wooten or Stanley Clark. Those guys' bases are custom made, and it's like you build a race car and you put like a co-air kit or whatever in there, whatever supercharged, and you soup it up. Well, they're not going to tell you what they got in the vehicles.
Right.
So it's like a recipe, like you go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. They're not going to tell you that, hey, I put this in there to make my chicken taste good. Well, these bases are custom made. Me and my wife, we built these bases, broke them down. When you hear the sound of them, you ain't going to believe what type of bass they are. But we took them and we broke them down, and we just changed everything in it, from electronics to everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got a 4 and a 5. And may I say that they used to be Squires, right?
They used to be Squires.
Fender Squires. Okay.
Fender Squires. And $280 for this one, $287 for this one.
Now
they are worth more than that.
Now they are Bertram Herberts.
Now they're Nita jazz basses. They got put that Nita on there. That Nita jazz bass. That's the name after my wife. These basses will never be duplicated ever in life.
And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
But the sound of them is whoo, crazy.
Okay, well, let's hear that sound.
Okay, let's do it, man.
Turn up a little bit more. There you go.
There you go.
When did you start playing?
I started playing when I was 7.
7, okay.
Yeah, I played the lead guitar first.
Okay, right.
And
somebody had a Fender lying around, and you just started...
My mom, she had a Fender. My mother played lead guitar. My real dad, he played lead guitar. And what happened was, but I never really met him. But my mother, she used to have a lead guitar in the basement all the time, and I would go down there playing rock and roll.
Let me ask you. Right quick. Was your mother a fan of what is that? Rosetta Thorpe? Remember her?
Yes. No, she my mother, we're from Louisiana.
Okay.
And what happened is my mother, her first cousin on her mother's grandmother's side is Mahalia Jackson.
Okay.
So what happened is when I started playing music, my mother was singing and playing guitar. And she used to play in the church all the time. She got pictures of her playing in church. And I would never thought that I would pick up the instrument, but I used to take her lead guitar, man, She said she got her first lead guitar from Sears in Robot. And
was that? Well, I think that was dual tone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Some kind of tone, silver tone.
Remember the pickups used to be real silver.
Right. That's silver tone.
Yeah. So at the same time, she will let me go downstairs and play her lead guitar. She'd get mad at me though, but she'll let me play it. And she was shocked because I was playing a rock and roll song, but I heard it through my ears. And then she started getting me lessons.
Okay.
So, and then after that, she brought a hammock and organ. And then I was starting to learn how to play the organ.
Okay.
But how'd you get to the bass, though?
But I got to the bass through a friend of mine. I played the upright first.
Okay.
And a lot of times, a lot of people want you to do all this horrific things and all these different styles. Just be you. You know, just be you. I mean, I don't play with.
So your approach is totally you. You didn't emulate too much from anybody else.
I don't try to be like Marcus or Stanley or Victor Wooten. Those guys are already out there. Okay. And a lot of young people trying to get like them. And when you play like them, to me, that's you know, I want to see you.
You want your own identity.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have your own identity. But if you got somebody else's identity, they already got a Marcus Miller. They don't need another Marcus Miller. Or Stanley Clark or Victor Wooten or Jocko. They don't need all that. You know, I grew up on a lot of rock and roll and jazz and gospel. We're actually gospel.
And got that fundamentals and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, and speaking on that, let me say, I want to be clear that you play for yourself and your own enjoyment, but not just for your enjoyment. You have a message to put out there.
Yeah, I have a message. Thunder Thumbs Production is about the Word of God. And what we're doing is I'm helping young people to understand that you don't have to sell your soul just for some money and fame and fortune. Do it because when you play music, and don't worship these instruments, because people, they turn them to idolize them, and you got to be very careful not to worship an instrument. It's something, it's a tool that God give you to help other people to come to Him.
Right.
Yeah. The first two instruments, a lot of people don't know this. When they go to Genesis 4, chapter 4, 28. The first two instruments was the harp and the flute. The organ comes from the flute. The harp is in the piano.
And the guitar and everything.
Yeah, it's a string instrument. The string instrument is the first instrument. David played it skillfully. You got anything else?
No. I wanted to get that out because I know you wanted to say something about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of times people don't understand this is a piece of wood, man. This is all it is, a piece of wood. You could take a bass with the ebony neck, like you said. You can take a bass and do whatever you want with it. And make it, and it's priceless. Because if you bought Marcus Miller bass, if you was to get Marcus Miller bass, if he passed away, that bass probably be worth $1 million. Stanley Clark too.
Probably.
Yes.
They'll probably have it in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or something like that, but you know, a lot of people about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. A lot of people don't know that those instruments and whatnot, those artifacts, are actually donated. They don't own those instruments. Because I know Bo Diddley, his guitar, that square guitar you would play,
right?
You know, that's there. That's still Bo Diddley's guitar. He just, he just kind of just have it there on loan.
Well, the only Hall of Fame this one gonna go in is him in the grave with me. Hey, you know, and another thing, what we done did is we put out the first CD was called "Time Is Running Out," and it hit 12 countries overseas.
Okay.
The last one that just hit was Italy, and we got our new CD out here. Is "Soldiers of Christ." Man, this CD is hot, and God has really blessed it because you got to remember, young people, when we did this project here. Now this project is selling out because we're talking about the end times, what's going on. And I know a lot of people say, well, man, I ain't in the Word of God and this and that. People, whatever you do in life, get in the Word of God. This is about, this life is about the Word. And my thing is, this is my ministry.
And remind me to put all that information up, for me, I'm going to put it right here on the screen.
Right, they go to, exactly. Thunder Thumbs Production, iTunes and Amazon. It's on a lot. And what I'm saying is, folks, you got to understand. Music is beautiful, the enemy, Lucifer, he was a minister of music. He held he had pipes out of his lungs. He held the choir in heaven. Yeah, the angelical choir. So you got to remember, he ain't the father, but he's the one that controls all the music and everything. Yeah.
Well, let me say something about your approach and your attack. Now, I noticed when you play very aggressively, and
I can.
And you really have that feeling behind it. What made you start to do that? It's just the way you approach it, or
you know one thing? This is the music when I was playing. Herbie Hancock was my first one.
A lot of feeling.
Yeah, a lot of feeling in. See, you're talking about songs that I got at home. Rise all night. You got all these songs. Old school gonna be always old school.
Right.
A lot of young people, they don't understand that the old school funk would never change. It's the young people, they trying to do Marcus Miller. A lot of people need to look at what Marcus Miller. That's cool, man. Marcus Miller, a lot of times, Marcus Miller, actually, if people will understand that Marcus Miller, he played a lot of funk. He played for Luther Vandross.
Yes.
He played for a whole lot of folks.
Yes.
And he was only 16. But he went to the School of Music of Juilliard in New York. So Juilliard, yes, you got to go to school for music. See, I've been to school for music also. And all through my elementary, now y'all won't believe this, all through my elementary, through high school, they was teaching theory in school. Well, I ain't going to tell y'all my age, but back in the day.
I think you're
already did.
In the 70s, they was teaching theory in school. So a lot of times, if you mess up or you hit a note, however you do it, you make the bass, you control it. Now, I'm not playing like I really want to play, but my thing is, if I do really, I get in the groove, I'm in the studio or whatever, you go to my music and you hear it online, you can go to all of my music. I don't play just no one instrument. I play more than one instrument. But the thing is that I was versatile because I grew up in all genres of music. Rock and roll, funk, jazz, Latin, whatever. I wrote a song already in Japanese. So a lot of people don't understand. Music is what you make of it.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, build your own style. Don't try to be like everybody else. Be you.
Now you want to play your 4 too?
Let me turn the 4.
Yeah.
Oh, let me turn this one off. Y'all ready? Here, watch this.
Okay, you mess up my
That's how powerful that preamp is. Now the 4, I gotta give me one of these too, because I got mine at the house. Okay. All right. Now we got it.
You could have top loaded that other one too, couldn't you? I mean, put the jack in front.
Oh.
No, you talking about like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. Oh, and anyway, on this cloth here, this is blue jeans.
Yeah, that we can get a little closer. That is not
That's
a pick guard per se. That's his blue jeans.
Yeah.
Right.
Cut some blue jeans. I had some old blue jeans. Did something different. Made the bass. It's another Squire.
Right.
And the feel to this one, the electronics is a little bit better. Now, let me say this to everyone out there. These are the same exact electronics that Marcus Miller got. No imitation.
You sure you want to share that with everybody?
They don't know what they are. Because people, they go around saying, well, what do you got? Aguilar, what do you got in there? Well, it don't matter what he got in there. Do your research. Find out.
Now is Marcus Miller going to contact me and say, hey, man, what's going on, man?
Well, he do. He the wrong dude. Well, then, hey, you can't hide everything. But
right, yeah.
I believe it's more than just electronic. I believe that is what your creativity is.
It's feeling.
You as a person. because you can have all the good electronics, the best bass, but if you don't know how to stroke it, that's probably might be a wrong word, but to me that's what guys are doing. They stroking their guitar. Then you know good.
Right.
Now this bass right here has got a more of a punch because of the pickups, and this 5 I have here is more of a smooth sound like a Bartolini's.
Right.
So what I did was these are bass line pickups in this one, the black one, but they got the same electronics. Now watch the different feel. Same feel, the same. It can go louder. I even got it on. I don't even have it on half loud. See, it's the same sound, and it's a Squire bass, a $280 bass, and I done made it sound like $1 million bass guitar. And that's what you do because it's got the kick to it now. Just say if I put it in a KBS bass amps, or if I put it in the SWR, trust me, I already done it.
I love to hear it out of an Ampeg.
Man, at an Ampeg, it will drive you crazy.
So play something for us throughout. Just play a song.
Oh.
But listen to her, man.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, it's been wonderful having you here, man. It really has. You know,
I really appreciate you letting us come out and spend some time with you. I'm gonna say to everybody, hey, enjoy the music, have fun with it. Quit buying all these high-priced bass guitars, and you can build you one. Just go.
The focus on my channel.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I done SX'd and everything. I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff, man.
Right.
But and I got high-end basses, man. But it wasn't really the point, because a lot of people have said their opinion about my channel. Most of it has been positive, but some people are saying, well, why are you buying all those mid-range and low-end basses, man? You should. And quite recently when I talked about the newest bass, that I have, this high-end bass I have.
Oh yeah,
called a Kimmel. I mean, people are saying, well, you should have did that in the first place. I said, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Why are you being so mean like
Now,
that?
I just played his Kennel. It's a beast. But let me say this. Every bass have a different sound. And if I was to buy another bass, it would be a Ken Smith. Now, let me tell you why. It has a different type of sound. That's the reason. You get basses for different type of sound.
Right, and that's what I had, I thought.
No, you do.
What about the Warwicks? I thought the Warwicks were...
Warwicks is a beast. But you got the high end. When you buy these basses, get the frets. Go to somebody that's professional. Get your frets and your neck straight. And get your frets filed all the way down. When you file those frets down, wow. You're going to get a sound that's Marcus Miller bass. All his frets is filed down. His neck has been redone. He got a 1977 bass. That's an old bass. The wood is old on that bass. That's why it has that sound. Well, the sound, he didn't have it at first. Till he put look at this. Electronics. Change your bridge, your pickups, and your electronics. And I guarantee you could take the ugliest bass in the world and put these in there. You have a beast.
This man sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Hey, what can I say? Hey, man, thanks for honoring me and coming out, and your lovely wife also. I'm envious of their connection to each other. This is a real married couple that loves each other. But he don't go nowhere. She don't go nowhere without him. I mean, it's just beautiful, man. And it's good to have that rock.
Yeah, it is. I thank God for my wife. Go ahead and say something.
Especially in the world today, you got to have that support group, and that support group is your husband and wife. If you don't have that and no stability, then you don't have anything. And first of all, you got to have God in your life, then the stability.
Right.
Because this world is crazy.
But I'm gonna tell you about Earl
Getting
now.
crazier.
Earl is, and let me say this to the viewers. Earl is a gentleman. He's a nice person. He has a good heart.
I try.
He comes on here. He's doing shows. Guys, get his information. Come out, see him. Get on the show with him. I think it'll be a blessing that you could talk about what you want to critique in your life as far as your instrument. So, come on and see Earl, man. He's cool, man. Hey, peace.
I thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been wonderful having you here. This is Bertram Herbert. Not only just a great player, but a luthier, man. He's gonna have his own basses out, man, and he's gonna sell all over the world. He's gonna work. It's gonna be great, man. And good luck to you and your ministry, both of you. And I appreciate y'all coming out. This is the Max Proud channel.